EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. We look at this Browns defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a first down. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Second down, here's Chubb again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And look at this Browns defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up. We'll soon find out.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 3, second down.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run. One back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First down, Eagle.
Back to throw. Woodward. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, Farmers, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
This is taken at the 23. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw from his end zone. Woodward is caught. Here's Langford. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. This complete to Langford. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Room here to run. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Woodward. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Looking deep here for Chase. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taken right around the 44. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here now, 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Badgley able to punch this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then,
you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Right back to him on first down. To about the 40-yard line. The Browns are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down and 6 now.
Now back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Out of the gun now on third down. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
On second down now, Chamberlain. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Chamberlain. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2nd and 1. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Well, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
York able to send this one through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the way.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They run again on first down, Chubb. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Operating from the gun, Woodward. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 17-3 cushion already, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here comes the pressure, and the Eagles get there to block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Partners, you well know every blocked punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Garrett.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Garrett. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll go down the now before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 18-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Right back to Njoku.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Operating from the gun. Woodward. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nick Chubb. Career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Over 30 yards there, and 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Chamberlain. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York.
This to make it a 2-score game.
York able to send this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as the tackle made at the 42.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go, Shaq.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out,
letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
The offense on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Woodward. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Quick throw complete. Touchdown, Browns! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. With
his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Eagles 17.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Woodward. And my goodness, another interception. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Let's go.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.